real quick, what's the setting for me to get my phone to not turn off? Screen display. So
auto lock.
General display.
He just doesn't listen to you at all.
I'm giving you the answers to the test here.
Display. Auto lock. Never.
Oh, that was a spicy one. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Ecstasy Unfiltered. I am Jonah, the Gen Z son to
Matt, I'm the Gen X father.
And Kimberly, the Gen X mama.
I just saw that peak the mic.
Mamacita.
That's a Diet Cherry Coke.
It's Diet Cherry Pepsi, actually.
And for all
Fair
your
enough.
all you Love Island fans, I'm a mommy. A mamacita. You won't get it.
I do get it.
No.
Because Huda revealed to whoever the fuck.
So proud of you that you knew that.
So I need you to not patronize me by going, you're not going to know what I'm talking about.
She also kisses with her tongue out.
What? What do you mean? Like she fucking venoms it? Like,
okay, wow.
We can't bring
Moving
you,
along.
We can't bring you fully up to speed. It would poison you.
Okay, wait.
What?
She kisses with how does she kiss?
Okay,
It's
stop.
not important.
Okay, stop.
It's not important.
No, it is
Stop.
important. You've bestowed some sort of forbidden knowledge on me, and now I need to know.
He was talking about Huda.
Yeah, it's very visual.
I didn't think he was talking about you. I wouldn't be asking follow-up questions if it was about you.
Yeah, the engine sticks out from the hood. That's all I'm saying.
Oh no.
Wow, we digressed quickly.
We did. Do you want to talk about what I want to talk about today?
I suppose.
I don't know now.
I don't know. Does it involve engines coming out of hoods?
We'll see.
It-
We'll see. Actually,
it might.
hold on. Question 2 of today may involve engines coming out of hoods. That's dependent on your answer.
Oh. Typically, if you're wanting to like viewer bait, it's like stay tuned to question 8, but you hit him with the question 2. All right, stay tuned to about 8 minutes into the episode.
Fair enough. That's 8 minutes more than most. We'll take it.
We appreciate your 8 minutes of listening time.
So here's my thought. We're going to take the 20 questions game. Due to attention spans, we're reducing it to 10 questions.
Is it a mineral?
Question 2 will reveal whether it's a mineral.
Is it a place?
Do I get to fire question 1 and have you kick it off?
Sure. Yeah, I'm being sassy, so I feel like that's fair.
So, because this one's going to be easiest for you than Mom and I time-wise.
Oh.
Timeline-wise, what moment in your life felt like you were truly becoming an adult?
I feel like it's something I can't talk about right now. I feel like it's some current events that are happening now that I shouldn't talk about until they happen. Because there's parties that don't know about it yet.
No, I don't.
You're just setting goals for yourself.
Sure.
You're contemplating moving out of the nest. Is that what you're hinting at?
I'm contemplating moving out of the nest, being the last bird out of the nest. Sorry, Mom.
Let's not make me cry.
And Dad's happy. He's going to get his office back. And which may or may not involve some movements of employment, which I will neither confirm nor deny.
I mean, you could have just left it at moving out of the nest.
Yeah, you're just working towards a goal.
I could have. I would say that biggest shift is probably happening now more than anything.
It's a big one.
That's
which
a big one.
At 22 years old is probably about when it should be happening.
Yeah. No, I think that it's, it's anymore. I think kids are staying a little longer and longer
Yeah.
in the home, and
A lot of it's out of necessity, though. Like I know that
Everything's just so expensive. You don't have a choice.
in terms of where I'm at career wise, I know I am ahead of the curve than a lot of my
Yep.
peers,
Absolutely.
which I'm very thankful for. And um, yeah, I think biggest changes are happening now.
there you go. Hey, Mom, when did you
Yes.
become a big girl?
I've been a big girl for a long time. Um, I mean, I've been on my own for a long time, so
Sure.
I I don't know, 15?
Yeah. Just taking care of responsibilities and, well, taking care of yourself,
Yeah.
really, at the end of the day.
Do you want to talk about when you first, what age you were when you first moved out?
We may leave that for another episode.
Yeah,
It's a long one.
it's a long story, and I
Yeah.
think it's a good one if you're comfortable telling it.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, yeah, because that is honestly an episode all on its own.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, Dad, how old were you?
When I first, I first moved out my junior year in high school.
Uh,
Um,
really?
that was on me. That was my parents being good parents, me being a bad son,
So
and
it wasn't by choice.
that was me. No, it was by choice,
Oh,
but
okay.
me thinking I knew better, and
You weren't being a bad son.
I wasn't a big fan of rules.
You were being a teenager.
So
That's not being a bad son.
yeah, I moved out. That probably lasted 6 months or so.
hmm
I had pretty forgiving parents and always arms wide open as long as I reapproached them with the proper attitude and the right words. So, yeah. That's not when I grew up, though, because that was a very childlike decision.
Yeah, I feel like parenting me was probably easier than the other one. Um, because we talked about this in a previous episode, but I don't think I've ever really been kept on a short leash. As long as you knew where I was,
Mm-hmm.
you were cool.
Yeah, you were a
I've
good boy.
I've never been a partier. I've never been a
Mm.
let's go hop fences and go into private property where we're not supposed to be or any of that.
And Brandon wasn't either. Brandon
No,
was a
Brandon
good boy.
was
You both were very good
yeah,
boys.
different. Um, my growing up, I could go to 3 weeks ago. I could go to 15 years ago. There's constant
Yeah.
scenarios where I'm like, hey, that's the next step. Probably going into the service.
Mm.
Um,
It sounds like it was a good choice for you.
well, the decision making process, and we'll save most of this for a different episode. Um, I buried my father the day before,
hmm
or a couple days before my 19th birthday.
And like the same week you were
Two
enlisting,
weeks,
right?
well, a week, the same week I enlisted, 3.5 weeks later, I was in boot camp.
Yeah.
So, never, but the growing up part, all of the things that a person has to do when you don't have a choice, it's forced growing up. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Which thankfully I have not been exposed to, and I've been able to very naturally and gradually adapt to these different changes at the, I would say, the appropriate times. I don't think, thankfully, I don't think there was a moment where it's like, oh, things are different now after
sure.
this particular traumatic experience that happened, or
Mm.
all of that has thankfully eluded me.
So, to round out question one, I think as you can probably reflect, you'll be able to reflect more over the decades. I don't know that there's a light bulb moment when one is then grown up,
Mm-hmm.
but there are certain things that, you got to put your big boy and big girl pants on
For sure.
and handle things a particular way. We started out with kind of a heavy one, so
Yeah.
I didn't
Well,
necessarily know it was going to be a heavy one.
I have more question. I have one more question for Mom. Just let it be a teaser for that episode. How old were you when you? Because you went through a full on like emancipation process, didn't you?
Mm.
Oh, you did not.
Mm-mm.
How old were you though?
When I moved out of my house,
Mhm.
15.
You were 15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, stay tuned for that, folks. Because I don't think I actually know the full story. I know bits and pieces, but I don't think I know like detail for detail why. Um, yeah, good first question. That was good.
Yeah, but now we're at number 2, and we already teased
Yeah.
number 2.
The moment you've all been waiting for.
What's one thing you wish you could experience again for the first time? See how I've imagined
I can't go first on this one.
we're not we you know we don't want to go dirty mind with that one.
No, well, I don't think I would.
I digress. I'm just teasing.
Read the question again.
One thing you wish you could experience again for the first time. It's a tough one. That's a tough question because if a lot of the things that you like, you do on repeat, but it's the first time that's kind of the kicker. I think it would be easier to create a list. Name 100 things you've done that you wish you never had. That's an easier question than name the one thing that you wish you could re-experience for the first time.
It's an interesting question because I think so many things in my life are something that I've, so to speak, developed a taste for.
Sure.
Where it's not necessarily love at first sight, where it's like even with food, which is where my mind is going, like so many things that I love now, I used to hate.
Yeah.
And you can attest to that. I was the pickiest eater known to man.
So am I.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
To an extent, I still am.
Me too. Sorry about that.
God. Do you have an answer for this one lined up?
Not really. See, here's the thing. Just so we didn't prep these questions. I made the list a while back, haven't touched it, but also didn't spend any time in it. Just, is this a good question?
Yeah.
Put it on the list.
No, that would imply we know what we're doing.
Yeah, and I didn't. I thought it would be better for it to
Which we
be.
don't.
I thought it would be better for us to kind of raw dog it a little bit.
That doesn't mean what you think it means.
Son, you don't need to educate me on vocabulary. And
I don't even know what it means.
It very much, we're going at this without protection. So don't
Is that
think
what it means?
Don't think I don't.
Yes. That's what raw dog means. Yeah.
Here are the words.
Sorry, Mom.
Here's something we have to get straight real quick. Dad, you don't know.
Dad knows everything, just so you know.
Yeah.
Or you could commit to the bit.
Or you could shut the fuck up. Really, there are decisions that can be made.
What's question 3?
We're going to circle. Okay.
Well, we haven't answered question 2.
We have not.
We're going to circle back.
We haven't answered question 2, but we're going to circle back to it. We get 2 mulligans in this list. There's only one additional circle back that we can use.
Well, hey, at the top of the episode, we said you have to wait for question 2. Now they have to wait for question 2.
That's my
like
teaser.
Millionaire. We get to phone a friend.
See, we do know what we're doing.
Yeah, it's called a callback.
This is
I learned that in improv school that I didn't go to.
This is the question that I thought was the coolest.
Number 3?
And when I read it, number 3,
Mm-hmm.
I still couldn't come up with one thing right off the top of my head, but I think it'll be good. If you could instantly master one skill, what would it be and why?
I know what mine would be.
Well,
why don't you go ahead and tell us, Mother?
I love music, and if I had a voice like you, or just a good voice in general, that would be my dream. I mean, I have an okay voice, but it's nothing special.
If I could master any skill,
That's what I would master.
My mind initially went to, play the piano brilliantly, play the guitar.
I feel like 90% of people would immediately jump to music because it's something that takes so long.
And I think
just
you're
what
right.
I thought of first.
It's one of those things where in my mind I said the first answer is not necessarily the right answer.
Yeah.
Let me give you through the progression as I was thinking, because these are things I've thought of in the past. Like when I think of brilliant level mathematics.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's adaptable to so many things. There are so many opportunities for careers and inventions and so on. I'm not ashamed to say I'm a shitty speller. So if I'm dyslexic, I don't spell well.
Can confirm.
So if I were
Your
to,
hands.
but think about this, if I were to go back in time with that skill mastered,
Yeah.
all of the little points of embarrassment or insecurity or whatever the case may be, if that was not an issue
Yeah.
before spell check, pre any of that,
Pre-voiced text.
but then the one that comes to, yeah, correct. Yeah. The one that comes to my mind, because, and it's debated whether this is a skill, but it's my answer. Superior work ethic to anybody.
It's absolutely a skill. Yeah. 'Cause you
That
can teach yourself to do it.
That is what I think is the broadest, but could also be focused to be the most pointed.
Mhm.
What?
I want to say music so bad, but I, through many points in my life, have attempted to pick up instruments, and it never comes to fruition. I mean, how?
Sorry.
Wow. For our audio listeners, Mother just
That
yawned
was
in the middle of my story.
was not at
Where do you buy your pants? I need to know where you fit all that audacity.
Oh my God. It was not at you. I'm so sorry. Had a busy week. I'm sorry. It's not at you.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Thank you.
So you've talked about music. You're taking that off of the roster.
I it's a surprisingly tough question. Um, I would love to be a master at doing my own maintenance, because it's uh, by maintenance I mean like doing house repairs and
So
mechanical work,
handyman skills.
and simply not because I have an interest in those things, but because, and this is likely somewhat of a generational thing, my knowledge is zero.
It's a dying breed.
Yeah.
It's a dying breed.
Which is so shocking because your dad has always been so handy, and I'm so surprised that you.
It's like, can you remodel a car? Can you swap a motor? Can you have the greenest lawn in the neighborhood? Yes. You know, those things are, can you pull the chainsaw out of the shed and fall a tree? Yes. Those are important things.
It's interesting when it comes to the very mechanical things. You are very good, and I feel like electronic maintenance is where I'm like, I got that.
Yeah.
Where it's like if something breaks
You're
on
our.
anything electronic in this house, I can usually fix it.
Well, when Dad and I say we need to call IT, we mean you.
Yeah. Or you. So
Or
here's
me.
the thing. Jonah naturally understands it. Mom reads the directions. I throw the fucking shit out the window.
If there's a shredder nearby, it's going in there.
I don't change the clock on the microwave. It's a patience issue.
That's why he keeps
Yeah.
me around so I can change the clocks.
I
twice a
have
year.
pretty amazing patience. 3 areas where I struggle with patience. Back talk,
Yep.
okay? Traffic,
Mm-hmm.
and any technology.
That doesn't
Like,
do your bidding. The
You know
second
that
need it to.
mental spinner that says, wait a minute?
Mhm.
The level of blood pressure
That's
is...
it. Just three.
That's
Just
it.
3 areas.
Yeah, that's it. I'm pretty much perfect other than that.
I definitely I have the patience issue when it comes to technology too. I'm like, I'll fix it, but I'm gonna be
Yeah.
yelling at too many expletives for me to recite the lines right now. Um, I mean, I have broken a mouse or two. It's happened.
Okay. Yeah. Temper tantrums.
Have you ever broken a controller getting mad at a game?
No, see that? Like, I used to play with a buddy, and we would play Madden online or whatever, and he would erupt. First of all, bro, just realize I'm better than you. Okay? Then you wouldn't have to break your shit. Second of all, that level of tantrum and temper, 2 different things.
Yeah.
Grown men and temper tantrums, it's embarrassing.
It's Nick.
So
Thank you.
I've never broken a controller. I have I have put a hole in a dresser that may or may not still be in my room.
Well, here, let me pause you.
In a perfect
We're
circle.
gonna go.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna go back to question number one.
Uh,
Since you've just earmarked that growing up, you're not considering yourself an adult yet. So we'll allow the temper tantrums, but that
yeah.
time is now
Well, no,
expired.
this
No,
is
that was years
that
ago.
was that was a long time ago.
I
I was
I,
maybe 17 or 18.
I was just trying to be full
Um,
circle.
I was playing. I think I was playing Overwatch, and I was playing a ranked game,
During
and
COVID.
during COVID,
During COVID.
and
Let's add that.
the I put one of the thighs of the PS4 controller right down into my dresser and put a hole in the dresser. I didn't break the controller though. I just broke the dresser, which is probably harder to replace.
Um, I like this one. So we're gonna go a little lighter. What is something small from your childhood that meant a lot to you? Think about that one.
Small as in like
Like not a big moment, right? Moving
mm,
out at 15, that or or the opposite of that, something positive. But something small, like I've got one because we hear it at 6:30 every evening. The ice cream truck was pretty damn great.
oh, it's so great.
Little, just a little thing, unexpected from the childhood. It's probably not on my list, but it's an example. I think we may enjoy the ice cream truck more now than when we were kids.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna stay in that same bandwidth for mine. I'm just gonna say Otter Pops.
Oh,
To this day, I could pound 15 or 20 Otter Pops in a sitting.
Should we do a Walmart trip after recording?
Maybe, but I would
You
take
down?
my Otter Pop frozen, but then mush it up into a Slurpee
yeah, it's good mushy.
and then open it and go to town. So I'm going with the question. I'm just going to go Otter Pops. It's
Okay, I will stay the course on a childhood comfort food. Also a bit of a frozen treat, but give me frozen Go-Gurts.
ooh,
That's where I'll go.
okay.
You loved a go-gurt.
hmm
You loved a go-gurt.
It was in my lunch every day from probably kindergarten to like 6th grade.
Probably. Because you were a picky eater and I knew I
It
could
was it
get
was
some protein in your
it was
body.
one of my safe foods, so to
Yeah.
speak.
Is there something other than a treat you want to bring up, or do we just want to keep it all through?
No, the first thing that I thought of, so when I was younger,
You can't see on camera, but she's kicking her feet.
oh yeah, I'm kicking
She's
my
like,
feet. When I was younger, we had a great backyard that you could slide down. Like it was
Oh, okay.
really steep, and my sled, man, that was my favorite thing in the whole wide world.
We used to go to over by the zoo. Uh, there was a big hill, and I don't know if you guys ever did this. We would ice block. Have you ever heard of ice blocking?
that's where it's the sled, you fill it with water and you
No,
freeze it, right?
no. You go to 7-Eleven or Plaid Pantry and you buy a block of ice, not a bag of ice. You steal a dish towel from your mom's kitchen drawer. You stick it on the block of ice and it will stick to it. You can sit right on that dish towel and you can rip down a hill on that block of ice at breakneck speed,
Like you did on Pat Pat's scooter.
like I did on my aunt's
So
scooter down a hill.
Do you remember that?
there's a modern version of this. I don't remember that. There's a modern version of this. There's a sled. I think it was on Shark Tank. It has these two trays that you fill with water, and then you ice them, and then it slides on the to the bottom of the
It's
sled.
it's
A modern ice block.
it's a
modern ice
super
blocking.
it's a soup. Mine cost 89 cents. The one on Shark Tank's probably a little more expensive than that.
But it's infinitely reusable.
Yeah,
So it's the 1999 or whatever
I got you.
one time,
I got,
instead of 89 cents 10 times.
I got you. We fielded that question quite well. Here's what was considered cool when you were a teenager, and how do you feel about it now? And something
It wasn't cool.
immediately came to mind for
What?
me. I remember in junior high school, I got some sunglasses that I borrowed from Tarek Smith. They had they were mirrored, but they had Mickey Mouse in them. I don't know what that is called when They were mirrored, and I would wear them in the school. I thought I was pretty cool in hindsight. What a douche! What a douche move!
I
I
mean,
pulled sunglasses. So sunglasses indoors,
you,
I thought was cool, and they may have been white. Even more, what a douche!
you could have been worse. You could have been going to school in 2008, and you could have been one of the kids that thought shutter shades were cool. Granted, Kanye West has a lot to do with that,
I'm gonna
but
let you know that shutter shades started about 20 years before that. That was a comeback,
because of Kanye.
probably.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Uh,
So are you concurring? Sunglasses indoor? Yeah. Yeah. Very embarrassing. But I thought it was pretty
But
cool at the
everybody
time.
did it. So
Yeah, that doesn't make it right.
if your friends jumped off a bridge, would you follow them?
We have.
I used to wear way too many bracelets. I mean, like my whole arm with bracelets. And I thought I was
What year was that?
a long time ago.
1983. That was like a virgin. Madonna.
Mm,
Is it a Madonna
ish.
trend?
Oh, for
Okay.
sure.
I
For
have
sure, Madonna.
I have one.
Okay.
I used to have like my artsy friends like cover my hands, like literally would be drawing on my hands with a felt tip Sharpie for like 30 minutes, and then I would just go over it for the next week. Like go over the art. Do you remember this?
Hmm.
I don't see a problem with that though. Oh,
It's
no,
not
it's not supposed to be
cool.
but no. It's something you thought was cool. And how do you feel about it now? So it could be something that's fine.
Here's how I feel about it. I'm a big fan of tattoos. Anyone that gets tattoos on the palms of their hands, not cool. Not
But
cool.
this was just Sharpie.
Yes, but in my adult mind, that's
Okay.
if I would not have Sharpie art on my hands at work because it's not cool. Yes, sir. Please get a loan from me with pandas on the palms of my hands.
So I don't know. This one to me feels maybe it's complicated. Maybe there's not enough answers, or maybe there's too many answers. So it's creating a log jam. So I may go last on this one. I'm going to ask you to go first. Okay. Mom, that puts you in the middle. Monkey in the middle. Um, what is something your generation, so not Jonah, but your generation had to figure out on their own? I don't really.
There's gaps. I I think there is certain avenues that I think a lot of Gen X parents think is common sense when they forget that it was taught to them in a sense. Whether it's how to interview for a job or um, what a 401k is and why it's a smart thing to invest in, or
Yeah.
just little things where they seem like these no-brainer things when they're not. It's
Well, we have a statement we like to use in this household. Common sense is not all that common.
like okay, there's a lot of I guess this is an example I would use. There's a lot of financial literacy that is just that's not there. I
What I hear you defining are life skills, maybe
yeah.
in a broad term.
Well, if I had to use a specific, that's what I would use.
Okay.
I had somebody that's a few years older than me at my desk at my job asking what an interest rate meant.
Yeah.
It's like that's astonishing to
They
me
should
that
have a class in high school.
well they did and I took it. It's called business math. And
Oh,
the great part about that is I got in that class because I failed geometry. And that's the math that I use every single day.
interesting.
Yeah. And to your point, there are things that we had to do that were very tactile. Mom and I were just talking about this the other day. We
Mhm.
wrote checks to spend money. We had to write all of our spending down in the check register because we didn't have anything electronic to. You would look at your check register, you would phone a phone number to tell you the balance in your account,
Yeah.
or you'd wait for your monthly statement and you have to go and cross things off. So though maybe we didn't have a class, or there were just those things that were directly in front of us. At the
Sure.
same time, like in my career, when I'm dealing with somebody that's not tech savvy, somebody's having to walk them through how to share a bank statement over to their email. And
Yeah.
so it's very, very similar. The things you're familiar with, maybe the prior generation isn't, and
Yes,
vice
Janice, you
versa.
put your password in the password field. The
Janice.
real conversation I had to have with someone the other day. Yes, you put your password in the password field.
Oh, but some people just don't know. They've never done that type of thing.
And
I think navigation is, I'm going to say navigating.
I'm going to say,
absolutely, yeah, it's something that I absolutely struggle
Navigating
with.
is something that we had to, but because we were out on our bikes, or when we went, I grew up in a pretty good sized city, and you were going across town, so just direct. You didn't need to know the rules. You didn't have a GPS, so you just kind of had to make the turns and directions that led you to southeast.
Yeah. Uh, I want to address something that you had said. I think there is a lot of criticism for my particular generation. For a lot of us don't know how to write a check. We don't know how to address an envelope. We don't know how to write cursive.
you've never had to.
I th- well, I think that there is there's sort of a shift of what is still a life skill and what is not. I don't think any of those three things are a life skill anymore. The situation where somebody would have to write a check and couldn't do Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, whatever.
Sure. You
It's
can cross
a
things off the.
yeah.
You can absolutely cross things off the list.
Yeah.
I think it's just like when we talk about movies in previous episodes or this or that. Having a good general knowledge,
Absolutely.
it's not a checkings account. It's a checking account. Just having an understanding of what you have. There's a difference between checking and savings.
I
Yeah.
think you have,
There's,
for being 22, I I think you have a great understanding.
yeah.
I try.
You do.
Now, are you complimenting him in order to avoid answering the question yourself,
No,
or do you have a?
no, I have an answer.
Okay.
I think,
Sorry.
okay, stop. I think that navigating social media, we didn't know how to navigate social media.
Well,
And
what
we
did
didn't teach you to navigate social media. You all taught yourselves to navigate
it
around it.
certainly was not a class.
And it's something that Gen Alpha, granted, what's
The
the
Gen Alpha.
Gen Alpha is our children.
Oh, pardon me.
Gen, yeah, I don't know who the oldest Gen Alpha is. Maybe 9 or 10. Maybe might be older than that. But we are seeing such a dependency on technology.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily know where it's coming from. I think it's because so much of Gen Z is still in the lower working class that they aren't there to parent full time, so they do turn to the iPad to fill in the gaps there. Um, but they spend so much time on the internet, and yet I feel that very few of them are navigating the internet safely.
Yeah,
I feel good. I feel like we closed that one out well.
he feels good about it.
He feels good about it.
Yeah.
He said it every time. I
Well, if I feel shitty about it, we're going to keep talking.
okay.
I came with I'm the ideas guy.
You shouldn't sit us. You shouldn't sit us next to each other because we just cause trouble.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there's gonna be times where we're gonna gang up on you too.
I was going to ask you
think?
a really
You
cool.
mean like 24 hours a day?
I was going to ask you a magical question next, and then you started running your freaking soup cooler.
It's okay. You're very pretty. Continue.
Thank you. I may not be tough, but I'm capable. Okay, I'm
You're
not.
tough.
He's got a minute and a half of full gas,
I do.
and that's all he needs.
Minute, yeah, 14, 15 seconds. All right, enough with all of that. This is a fun one. If you could spend one day in your younger self again, one day, what would you do?
Hot Wheels, Trick Tracks. I'm getting the books. They're doing a loop-de-loop.
Roller skating. Another one bites. Another one bites the dust.
Another one, but
Another one
So you're
Beist.
Bite
so you're you're
the
you're
best.
you're going way young,
Oh yeah.
and okay,
Well, I played with Hot Wheels till I was like 13.
last week. Um,
I'm pretty sure there is a
Well,
Hot
it's
Wheel
been like at
on my
least a
desk.
year. It's been at least a year.
mom's roller skating. This one, not one answer came to me faster. Friday Night Lights, just to go back,
And just
lace up the cleats,
yeah.
bite down on the mouth guard.
Cool kid.
Well, maybe.
if it came to that, I wouldn't say no.
But that to me seemed like that, because those are any memory that you have. It's very easy to draw on. God, if I could just leave all of the hubbub of today and go back and be 16, 17 again, or be 10 again, or mom was roller skating probably last week after we talked about roller skating. I was really shocked that Amazon.com didn't show up at the front door with some
roller skates.
roller skates.
Well, I'm old as dirt now, so I don't
Jeffrey Bezos, I need post haste a pair of roller skates.
Jeffrey Bezos even.
Jeffrey
Jeffrey.
H. Bezos. I don't know what his middle initial is.
We'll just make it.
This is a challenging one, number 8.
Mm-hmm.
Because the opposite is simple to come up with. I think the opposite is simple to come. Are we good? We can move on to number 8. Is Jeffrey? Hey, can you phone Jeffrey really quick and find out if we can go on to question 8?
Jeffrey, I have an inquiry.
Oh,
It's
no.
easy to discuss the most polarizing or the most uplifting inventions and so on of your lifetime. What do you think is the most?
Right. Continue.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
I knew it.
Note to
I
self.
could feel it. I could feel it.
Note to self: if nobody else will laugh, make sure you do.
I like this bit. Continue. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Jeffrey. Do you remember? Do you remember with Brandon? It was Timmy. Timmy.
Timmy.
Timmy. All right. So
So that was prime South.
can we
Park.
do this?
Wow.
Can we just?
What was the question? Read it again.
I haven't fucking read it yet.
Oh. Please continue.
Most
Right.
underrated invention of your lifetime. So it might now. Don't be looking around.
Underrated?
It's a tough one. So there might be something that maybe was. I'll give you an underrated one, because we had one, because we couldn't have afforded one. Not just a VCR, because VCRs are overrated. I'm not overrated, but they're extremely valuable. I don't think they could ever be considered underrated. But the Betamax, it was a slightly smaller tape.
I know what a Betamax
Okay.
is. I'm cultured.
We
laser discs.
we won one on a call-in radio
Discs.
when they were like $1,000. They had just come out,
Uh-huh.
and we called in on a radio spot and won one that way. So the problem was, you'd go to the movie store and they wouldn't have the movie you wanted in Betamax. It'd be in VHS, but still a great piece of machinery.
I just imagine you just like in the corner of like a quiet like Blockbuster, just going, "Fuck! They
No,
don't have ET."
Jeffrey.
this was
Fucking Jeffrey.
yeah, this was pre F word in my vocabulary. I'm going to imagine. We ran a pretty tight ship at the Mercer household.
That's true.
We ran a pretty tight
Sorry.
ship.
Frick. They don't-
No. I remember one time. What did I say? It wasn't. I'll come up with
Jeffrey.
the word that I used, and then I quickly found out that was also thrown into the swear word category.
Was it ye yelled HE double hockey sticks?
No.
I couldn't even say dang or darn because it was too close to damn.
Yeah. See, things like that were on the list.
I'm trying to remember how, because I honestly think I just kept swearing until you didn't say anything anymore.
No, because here's the thing. When your young child starts swearing, it's so
You
ill-timed.
did not start swearing until the last couple years.
Yeah.
Around you.
Not well. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
yes.
probably swearing.
He's like, I was 2.
Early on, when
Jeffrey.
Hit me with the phone, dick.
early adopters of the curse words, you just have to tell them that didn't even sound good right there.
Oh, for the first 2 years of you
I said
using
shoot,
expletives.
shoot. Maybe it was shoot.
Really? You got soap in your mouth for shoot?
No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. I was the frequent flyer on the soap in the
Was
mouth.
it the word sucks?
That's it.
Really?
How did you know? Have we talked about that?
Mm-mm.
You just knew.
Mm-hmm.
That was the end. Thank you. Because my mind wasn't getting it. It
Mhm.
wasn't coming to the surface. Thank you.
Which
Not-
wouldn't
not-
even be on my
sucks.
radar.
Not just a pretty face.
Sucks used to be kind of a swear.
It's I have a kind of a unique perspective on swear words. I think they're wonderful little
I
literary
love
devices.
swear words.
I don't consider them vulgar. I consider them a wonderful tool to convey passion in what you're saying.
Yeah.
They just sound gross because there's a lot of consonants in order, and
I like to not use those colorful words around young kids, though.
I try not to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I try not to.
So, did you, other than new swear words, and you can feel free to ask Jeffrey, but is there an invention, or do we think this is a stupid ass question?
No, I honestly, I would go. I feel like we're going through the same.
What about an
avenues.
underrated video game system that you really liked but didn't launch? See,
Sorry.
okay, I got it.
Sorry.
For me,
Sorry.
Dreamcast.
Which is absolutely underrated. It did not sell well at all.
Yeah. So,
What was your favorite game on the Dreamcast?
Rainbow Six,
Was that
Tom Clancy.
was that the was
First
that Vegas? Or
No,
the first Rainbow Six?
It was the first. I remember you came up with your team and broke into this mansion.
Yeah.
And you could yeah, it was magnificent. And you had the cube that you plugged into the controller.
The VDU.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know why I know what that's called.
I don't either. Because I was good with the cube that you plugged into the controller.
Did you ever play? I believe it was on the Dreamcast. Did you ever play Jet Set Radio?
Don't recall.
The skating game where you're like tagging the walls with graffiti and stuff.
Oh, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
There's a sequel to it that not a sequel, a spiritual successor to it called Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
Oh,
Played-
a spiritual successor, even. Jeffrey.
Oh, Jeffrey.
That's a vocal appropriation.
Oh, no, they'll be like, "Hey, that was funny."
I don't have a problem with it.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Because you'd be the last person to have a problem with it. How you have not gotten banned from Call of Duty is a mystery to me.
I have
Yeah,
no idea what
I
you're
don't
talking
either.
about.
I mean, I understand for the sake of the show why you're denying
Okay.
it.
Can I edit my opening statement when I said traffic, and we'll throw Call of Duty in there
You
as
have
well.
preteens talking shit in your microphone.
Wow.
That's a whole nother topic.
Because
we
I
will
think
discuss.
I think
we will
Brandon
dis-
has gotten banned.
We will discuss the keyboard warriors someday. We will. We will.
There was super off topic. There was this guy that got banned from playing professional Magic the Gathering, and he's like selling my entire collection because of the underground dojo keyboard warriors.
So what you're? Never mind. I was going to say something mean, and I'm not. I'm going to choose. I'm going to rise above.
You're choosing
I know.
peace.
I know.
He's choosing the high road.
I'm growing. Do you have?
Growing.
Growing.
Do you have an invention or something that you think is underrated?
No.
No. There's your answer.
No.
Coming from the most materialistic of the three of us, I would say.
Oh,
Wow, what a
How
dick.
dare-
Okay,
There.
not materialistic.
just kidding. I so am.
I
I am.
packages showing up at the front door don't have my fucking name on it.
Not true.
When was the
No.
last time something came to the house with my name on it?
2 days ago.
Yeah.
It was a magic
Yeah.
card or
If you
something.
looked through the piles of shit in your room, because that's where we toss the packages that come in on the front porch, you'd probably find all of the things that
The
have come.
last time that I ordered something was probably 4 months ago, and it was Magic cards, but that was a while ago.
Oh, I love a good Amazon package.
Okay.
Jeffrey.
I love a good Card Kingdom package.
Yeah.
Here's one for you.
Jeffrey.
And I'm going to let you answer it. Well, you answer it in the order you want to.
I didn't answer the last question.
You did. I answered for you.
What did you answer
Oh,
for
yeah.
me?
No, you didn't answer.
No, you said, is there an underrated video game console?
And then I gave
did
you
not
my answer. You're right. I was rude. What a dick. Go ahead.
I would say the DVD is going unappreciated, especially now that streaming services are now even more inconvenient than cable ever was.
It's fading. Do you not think it was the delivery system for entertainment for
Ever.
a long period of time?
Is being underappreciated when it is still, when it should still be so dominant.
Yeah.
It should still absolutely be the premier way that we're
I'll
consuming.
I'll be quite frank with you. I'd rather have the experience of picking out a video at
Yeah.
the store
Every weekend.
and
It
coming
wasn't
home
even a
and
choice.
just putting it in. I think that's a more pleasurable experience than just getting something off the stream.
Well, thankfully, we live in the only place in the entire world where a Blockbuster
We have the
is.
in the
last-
world.
For all of our worldwide audience, we have the last Blockbuster in the world in our
Which
town.
means we're better than you. Get fucked. Sorry.
Wow.
I don't think that was necessary.
Wow.
I don't think that was.
I got to put them in their place. They
I'm
gotta-
gonna
they
take.
gotta
I'm gonna
understand.
take one for the team. We apologize.
I don't.
Yeah.
Because we have a Blockbuster.
I mean, that was every Friday night. It wasn't even a question of what we were doing. We were just going to get movies.
How many Blockbuster late fees did I have when we met?
Oh my God, so many.
And we're not even talking about Hollywood Video, just Blockbuster.
They gave you a pretty ample time to return the movie.
It was like $800.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a
Weren't
lot.
late fees like $10?
Maybe. Yeah, it was a
And
lot.
this was like 2000's $10.
I've grown. I said that earlier. Yeah. Oh,
So you met him and you're like, I can fix
can we make an
I sure did.
Can we
I sure
can we
did.
make an asterisk to episode 1? If you go back to episode 1, we talked
asterisk?
we talked about how long we'd been married.
Uh-huh.
We both agreed it was 22 years. We've since done the math and it's 23.
Very
Okay,
good.
let's fix that story. You thought it was 22. I thought it was 23. And then you convinced me that it was 22, but then realized after we did math, it was 23.
Scared.
You want
I
to know?
thought it was 22. I'm referring to the episode where we both said 22.
Girls.
That's all I'm doing.
You know how
Girls.
excited you were for us to be married 22 years?
Girls.
So you could replicate the meme of what?
22, son.
22, son.
Big Black.
Do you know what that is?
It's from Robin Big.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Next question.
That's
Now he's
under
excited because we're going to be Michael Jordan's number.
We already are past that.
Oh, we're past that. What's 24?
Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh. I have no idea. Baseball? Is that
Great job.
baseball?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
from somebody that watches about the least baseball of anyone in America.
I think Jeff Gordon's 24 also. NASCAR.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Do you know what to do with your hands?
No.
Ricky Bobby.
Okay. Can I ask a question? Number 9.
I thought you were being serious. Did you see me? I went, what?
Yeah, there was
No.
an active force of
I was like, wait,
self-consciousness
what?
where it's like, oh, I'm sorry.
What piece of advice that you were given did you choose not to take and you wish you had?
Shut up. I'm kidding. What was the question?
Okay.
What piece of advice did you not take that you wish you had? Is that right?
I thought that was very well put.
Somebody else might have to do this one. There's going to be a lot of dead air of me thinking about it.
I thought I smelled wood burning.
No, that was the microwave that's cooking my brain currently.
Okay, that's fair.
Um,
It's interesting because you're coming out of, you were a teen not too long ago. God, I think it'd be easier to to focus on the amount of time you actually took advice, not you. When I say you, I mean young people in general.
Well, you
I
have to
think you go
understand that.
the polar opposite of
I mean, I'll
advice.
ask you. I'm going to reflect the question. Is there a time where I have just blatantly ignored your advice altogether, or do I eventually be like, "Oh, I'm being stubborn. This is solid. These are solid words coming my way. Maybe I should field them."
You just, I'm going to share my truth here.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I think you do that. And then we do rinse and repeat on that same thing 82 times, which
Yeah,
means you're not taking, you're good at acknowledging. That's fair. I don't take that from you.
yeah,
You're not good at adopting.
sure.
Not
You are good.
immediately.
You
You
are
will
good.
eventually.
You will understand the wisdom of something though. And then and I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
blatant ignored or you're going to do it your way or the highway.
No,
I just think it falls. It's like when you get old, like me, your brain becomes a treadmill where if something new comes on, something old goes off the backside. I don't think I don't think it's too different than that.
it is very much like I'm putting my head in the sand and I will pull it out when I'm ready to.
Yeah. So that I would classify as not taking advice. I
Sure.
think at some point you're going to answer that question very definitively. You just might not be there yet, and you're going to go, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't eat the sushi from 7-Eleven. It's not going to be good. I wish I would have
Don't eat
fielded
yellow
that advice.
snow. Things
Don't
like
eat yellow
that.
snow.
Well,
Yeah.
but the question is advice that you didn't heed, and I didn't look at the yellow snow and think, "Ooh, yummy treat."
Yeah. Don't read
You
Under the
didn't say,
Bleachers
"Ooh,
by Seymour
sweet
Butts.
treat."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't an amazing advice taker. We didn't really have, see, and maybe like when I was younger, I want to phrase this right because I don't want to label my dad as a hard ass because he wasn't a hard ass.
By today's standards, he probably would have been.
I,
Would you
I
say
didn't
that?
put him in the position of being a hard ass. See,
Yeah.
it wasn't advice, it was instruction, which you then typically followed. I was probably more resistant to my mom only because I could be. You quickly learn that when your father tells you, you just came along, I chose her, son. You understand where you are in the pecking order there. So, advice, it wasn't like I think now, and where actually relationships have developed, we sit down and we have conversations about the bigger picture. We have pros and cons. We listen. You listen. We let you speak. We speak, and back and forth.
New episodes every Saturday.
So this is a question. I'm thinking many mentor conversations, and I don't ever recall I'm not taking that advice. I've fucked up plenty of things. But I'm not a big ignorer of good advice because I've always respected that relation. Are you an ignorer? Have you not taken advice?
I was so straight and narrow, and I did everything that I was told. I just was too afraid not to.
Yeah.
I definitely, I don't think I've ever we have had disagreements on how something should be handled for sure.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate that over time you have allowed me to kind of be like, all right, here's where my head's at. Am I completely in the wrong here? And know that I will be told, yeah, your head's in the right place, or no, you're very misinformed as to what you should do here.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever just hit the straight, fuck that shit, I'm doing it my way
Yeah.
button.
Now I have sat you down and said, you're wrong. You're doing it like this because you're not.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
You if I am absolutely in the wrong, you will tell me.
Certainly.
I think it's been interesting because you are 22 and you are still living at home. It's interesting because when you turn 18, you're technically an adult. And as you turn 19,
Which I disagree with.
No, I just mean like, you can do
Legally, yeah.
Yeah. But as you've turned, 19, 20, 21,
Yeah.
our job has changed. It's gone from we've had to let off the gas as parent
Mm-hmm.
and just let you make mistakes, make your own decisions. You you know,
Yeah.
it's been a transition because that's how you
Well,
grow.
you didn't finish your thought. What you went from going off the gas to what?
To like for the longest time, especially for me, I would always want to tell you, don't do this, do this, don't do this, don't do this, because that's what a parent does when you're a teenager. But then
Right.
when you become 18, 19, 20, and you're starting to be an adult, I really tried and still trying
Mhm.
to advise when you ask me and not just give it.
Yeah.
We give each other advice on that.
Mhm.
Is this should we step in?
Should we step
Should we
in? Should
say
we say
something? Should we
something?
let?
Should we just
Yeah.
let him
So
do his thing?
we advise on that.
Which,
But
and I think one thing that I appreciate, which I don't even think was in the realm of something that your parents would have to deal with, is, uh, when it comes to young adulthood, kind of setting those communicational boundaries of here's where the child needs to, well, not the child, here's where the son or daughter needs to kind of fly on their own rhythm, and here's where we are allowed to comment and be like, this might need adjustment, or this might need adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
I think without even necessarily um, being like, this is what the boundary is, because I don't think we've had.
I think there should be a combination of both.
Yeah.
I think like for instance in our relationship,
Mm-hmm.
I don't set boundaries, but there are.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, there's multiple ways of
it's
communicating,
just respect, right? It's
Yeah.
just respect.
Which, of course, there was a higher level of expected respect,
Yeah.
especially when it came to your parents, and I think it's communicated on a much more deeper level. I guess my question, and I'll ask this to you, Dad, because we have had some relatively deep conversations, and one thing that we're finding on the podcast is when the camera shuts off and we're talking about kind of how we're feeling, how the episode went, we will sit here and talk for another 30 to 45 minutes
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
just
Laugh.
go into it and
Yeah.
and really unpack what we were saying. And
God, you're teeing up question 10. You don't even know question 10.
um,
You're gonna love it.
well, I want to stay on this train of thought for a little bit. I want to comment on something from the last episode, and it's a bit of a callback. If you haven't listened, please do. Um, I had made a comment of, I was heavily medicated on ADHD medication, and I would like to retract that statement, because I mean, I was on a high dose, but I did make it seem like I was zombified. So that was me mixing my words up, and we, after the cameras turned off, we did speak about that.
Mhm.
Of, well, you weren't heavily medicated. I didn't love the way that you worded
You
that.
were
And
appropriately prescribed.
I was appropriately prescribed. It did make it seem like we were putting the pedal to the floor too hard.
We were dipping your binky in bourbon.
We put a joint in his mouth by the time he was 7.
Oh my God. Wow.
You were 9.
9.5. But it's something that I think um, is a good thing about kind of the gap in how parenting styles change. Is I do appreciate that we are able to have that very deep communication.
Just dialogue.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like with
Without defensiveness,
Right.
just open and vulnerable and defenses down and just to have a conversation.
did that exist in any capacity from like 15 to 22 with your parents?
Well, I'll
No.
not for your mother. For
Yeah.
me, if I were to list now, my mom is the loveliest woman on the planet.
Mhm.
There were finances, or I got myself in some hot water on this, or um, my mom's always there,
Poppy's ride or die.
always there for,
Always there for
always there, always
everyone.
wise,
Yeah.
all of the things.
Yeah.
She was a working mother. She did all of the things, from running nonprofits to driving quarter midget race cars.
Yeah.
The full
The
spectrum.
woman that Dolly Parton writes her songs about.
The full spectrum.
Yeah.
I didn't have that life with my dad. My
Yeah.
dad traveled 300 days a year for work. And then he passed before it became the age where you need to go and have that beer. Well, my dad was sober, but you know what I'm saying.
Ours is usually cigars.
Ours is
Because I
cigars.
don't drink. When you don't drink.
But, I think that would have been there for sure. 100%.
You think it would have had he been alive longer?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Because my dad wanted to be involved with what I was doing. If you ever think about how, as a parent, and maybe you'll understand this someday, that you live through your children's eyes,
Vicariously through them.
he very much was that way. We just didn't get to the point. I wasn't mature enough at a young age. I don't want to call it selfish, because I was just a kid.
Teenager,
I was just a kid, but I didn't take the time to ask the questions, to go, I need help with this, or whatever the case may be. So,
You know who I call? I mean, obviously besides you, if I'm having a bad day or I just need someone
I know who you call.
Who do I call?
You call our daughter-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as a second resort, if she's not available, then maybe you'll go to me.
I always go to you, but you live here. So you're always going to know. But
So,
yeah, I call Kelsey.
That was good. Thank you for letting us kind of address some of those things and talk about the way we talk.
Yeah.
I think you're going to like question 10.
Can I just add one more thing?
You can do whatever
I
hell you want.
love our dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I think I love talking to you about certain things because you have a tendency to give me such a different perspective on it, on things that's always positive. So you're a really good person to go to for advice, for sure.
I like the fact that we're only about 15 minutes away from a cigar. That's what I like.
We may need to go run get some.
Okay.
But yeah, for sure.
Fair enough. Question 10, if you don't mind. And
I don't mind. Do you
we'll
mind?
wrap with this question. We'll see where it goes.
Jeffrey? Is it okay? One more?
I want you to pay attention to this one.
I was counseling Jeffrey.
I put this on the list for you.
Oh, for me. Okay.
For you. Because what is one habit or mindset? I think mindset's the better. You can take habit out of it. What is one mindset your generation has or had that more people should adopt? This is our generational question above any of the others.
That more people should adopt. I appreciate the positive spin on the question because I feel like it's very easy to...
Which one should we throw away?
I feel like it's very easy to do that because I feel like, especially from an older generation's perspective, a lot of our mindsets could be seen as burdensome or it's overcomplicating things.
I can I give mine, and that'll give you guys a moment to think?
Sure.
I think thicker skin is something that would do you and your generation. Taking the not everything is personal. Not
sure.
For instance, funny is funny, not offensive.
See, that's an interesting perspective, though, because comedy is always going to be subjective. There are things that are going to be seen as offensive to some and hilarious to others, and vice versa.
No. See, it used to just be funny or not funny.
Yeah.
See, it just used to be called not funny. If it is objectively not your thing, it wasn't offensive. Andrew Dice Clay wasn't offensive to people. He wasn't vulgar. He wasn't funny.
Yeah. it's it's a conversation that
See,
could go
but
around and around. No, I
you're,
got a good one here.
but you're answering the question like you're from your generation. That's
I got a good. I'm about to give you a gem.
okay.
Gem.
A gem.
You ever- comedy is always, till the end of time, has been a trauma response. That is how it works in our brains. So it is always finding a light in a rather dark situation. Um, Even like simple knock knock jokes, if you sit down and analyze them, you will find something dark about them.
Mm-hmm.
I think there are a lot of people in my generation that are habitually pessimistic. So when you are looking at something that on face value is supposed to be comedic, and you are taking everything at face value and you are analyzing everything, you are getting to the level where it's not funny, and
Mm-hmm.
you realize the reality and the truths behind what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, there's some dark shit here.
I don't disagree with you. Here's where I'm going to boil it down.
Huh?
I have said a million times that's not funny because we're using comedy. I think I don't know where that came from, but it's almost the perfect litmus test.
We came from a sensitivity topic, which comedy is always a great
I
litmus test.
I
for.
don't believe I've ever heard anything out of a comic's mouth where I've said,
Mhm.
"Oh, you can't say that," or he shouldn't. Hold on, he or she shouldn't have said that. I don't believe it. No, many times that was stupid. I didn't like that. That wasn't funny.
Yeah.
I can't put a comedy show on
Yeah.
without multitudes of your generation and younger, a little older and a little younger, where the most common thing out of the mouth is, you can't say that.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
that's my point. We've just then taken a medium of communication, which is comedy,
Mhm.
and thrown the whole principle of it away. Why? Because our skin is so I go back to my answer. Our skin's too thin. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't have a meter of personal offense.
Certain.
I'm not saying that we can't get our feelings hurt.
Mhm.
Not very often. But I'm saying that you
It's happened 3 times this episode, but not very often.
I just told
you and
Dad.
your
I just
smart
told,
mouth.
I just
Don't make me stop this fucking car.
I
Four.
just told Dad on the way home from my appointment today that he wasn't allowed to tease me about a certain topic because I don't want him to.
It's yeah. So
Because that topic may or may not target an insecurity, so you would rather him not. And there are pieces of comedy that might reflect somebody's insecurity or
I mean,
or
look,
whatnot. It's a
have
no-fly zone
I live with 3
to
boys.
whom?
to whoever it may be.
Correct.
So
Correct.
you look at my generation. We are the uh, highest percentage of individuals, especially the highest percentage of individuals that are seeing a therapist on an everyday basis, even if we don't think we need one.
So you're being
we are
coached to
seeking
your
counsel.
response.
Um, not
I
necessarily.
don't want to go too high to the right.
It's and because of that, we are forced to face the skeletons in the closet more than any other generation.
Yeah.
So we counsel ourselves to be like, hey, I don't want to interact with this or this.
Yeah.
And it's putting a hard boundary on, I will not interact
Yeah.
with this or this.
And I'll say this: when I use the term "you," I'm not saying you.
You are using it as a general
So
term, I understand.
So I'm
Yeah.
going to. Here's my scenario, and I'll leave my part of the conversation at this.
Yeah.
We will change the channel. You will call the fucking network.
For sure. I think I talked about this on a I may have talked about
But
this on
which one just seems more livable? Like I'll turn the television off. You'll call the goddamn network.
Yeah, it's well, see, this is where
And you
letters
are not the
all
you.
time.
You are not the you in this
course.
scenario.
There was I love South Park. The first few seasons of South Park, it was Gen Z or Gen X and Boomer parents phoning the network to get the show shut down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's it is always a full circle of these things that we grew up with that we think are awesome. Our parents were horrified by.
Mhm.
Uh,
I think, hold please. There's a difference, and I fully support
mhm.
if we feel that something is targeting children. When cigarette companies are putting cartoons
Mhm.
on the packages, by all means. When you're putting, you know, when right, wrong, or indifferent, the whole stuff with the vulgarity, and I got no problem with a rating being put on music, and I have no problem with there
Right, that's
being
nothing but a good thing.
I have no problem with there having been a fight for that.
Mhm.
I'm talking across the board, 25-year-olds, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
A lot of the things you just brought up, yeah. Now, that's not me. I'm not a stand on the street corner with a pick a sign kind of fella.
No,
That's not
I'm
me.
not either.
That's not me. But all I'm saying, a little bit thicker skin. Can
Mhm.
you find a scenario where it would hurt?
No.
No.
I wish Facebook had a cross the street button, because you'll get somebody that's a little too far off the deep end being like, I'm the reincarnation of Jesus Christ and here's why. And then there'll be someone in the comments being like, here's why you're not. It's like,
I,
no, I wish there was just a button where it's like 6 people crossed the street at this
yeah.
post to not be on the same part of the sidewalk as you.
I'll share with you something. I started yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
The unfriend movement,
Mm-hmm.
meaning, so I got quite a few people on my social media, but I was speaking to a mentor.
Mm-hmm.
Do things pop up that are not supportive of? Yeah. So here's
Supportive of what? Your
your
particular
mindset.
views?
Your mindset. No, your mindset.
Yeah.
Your whatever the case may be. I don't give a crap if somebody agrees, disagrees, or whatever the case may be. My point being is this: the person that needs to shout the same thing from the rooftop every day about something political that's going on, it's
Sure.
like that's how they spend their time. Unfollow. I don't have time for what that person has obviously time for.
Mm-hmm.
Unfollow. That's all.
Okay.
It just root out the things, and I don't think that's thin or thick skin. I think
That's you keeping your peace to an extent.
and
That's what I was just
I'm
gonna
just
say.
I'm just changing the channel.
Yeah, you're just
As
keep,
opposed to going and firing comments under, you're
Right.
really fucking annoying and you're pissing me off and you're right and you're wrong. That's what I'm talking about versus just change the channel.
Yeah.
Just click. Done.
So, and I have a follow-up question. Without getting too political, do you yourself find it important to see posts on like the political other side of the fence? Because I do. I think it's important to.
I like the information.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a Charlie Kirk and a Joe Rogan listener and all of these things, but the ones I most appreciate
Mhm.
is, I just watched the Sean Ryan Gavin Newsom interview.
Yeah.
Without I'm not picking sides here, but that was two parties coming together and having respectful dialogue.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Charlie Kirk had Gavin Newsom on as well.
Mhm.
I mean, I think the state of California speaks for itself. So, but having said that, I like both sides. I just don't like don't tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Demonstrate with information that's accurate and true and so on.
Yeah.
I think the reactionary nature that things have kind of become on both sides
Yeah.
is just oversensitivity.
Yeah.
A need to be right, a need to be heard.
Yeah.
I don't need to be heard, but if I do, I'll just lean closer to the mic and talk a little bit louder. But
Yeah.
it's weird. We're doing a podcast, and I just said I don't have a need to be heard. I need to be heard. I need you to like, follow, and
I
subscribe.
was just gonna say you so need to be heard.
I know I'm full of shit sometimes.
And for the record, and I don't think we hide it at all. Me and Dad are on pretty opposite sides of the coins politically, but we
Not always.
Not always.
But yeah, you're a Charlie Kirk, Joe Rogan guy.
I'm gonna call
I'm a
you
Jon Stewart, Stephen Colbert guy.
I'm gonna call you a
I
logical
like all
liberal.
of them.
I would call you correct on that. Yeah.
I would call you a logical liberal.
Hey everybody. Sorry we have to keep meeting like this. Camera died again, but it was at least right at the tail end here. I want to thank you very much for listening to X to Z Unfiltered. If you want to submit a question to the show, please do so at xtozunfilteredpod@gmail.com. You can find me wherever you do your social medias at Glitch Mercer, and you can follow the show at XZ Unfiltered on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and of course Spotify. You can find Matt and Kimberly's socials at Beauty and the Beast 2002 on TikTok. And thank you very much for listening.